more than 100 games played, the border war between these two schools has been a clash in the middle of the country that's been a contest played since before the 20th century. And believe me, in rivalries like this one, the wrongs from games played in 1891 are being discussed as we get ready for what's in store. Great to have you with us from Thoreau Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. It's the Kansas Jayhawks and the Missouri Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Missouri continues to compete in the SEC, finishing 8-5 last season, a bit of a down year, but they do have a talented young quarterback stepping in. Five-star recruit Austin Simmons comes in the transfer portal. See what Eli Drinkwitz is able to do with this young talented QB this season. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Kansas offense will be first on the attack. The Tigers able to squeak out a close one the last time they saw KU.
Yeah, the Tigers took care of business. They handled the moment really, really well. They've had the upper hand in this series, and they showed why with their composure in the last game.
It's really incredible, too, how winning a rivalry game can take your season in a completely different trajectory. And that's exactly what happened with Missouri after that win last year.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Trying to impose their will with the run. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, in recent years, Kansas's offense has been most dynamic and most dangerous when they've been able to run the football. That was certainly the case when Devin Neal was there. And so who's going to be that new guy, David? I know they went to the portal to bring some familiar faces, maybe some guys that a lot of Kansas fans may already know about based on who this team has had to play, but no question, they've got to run the ball.
I'm about to say know about it, not like this in the past, right? Edwards was over in Kansas State. Now you switch to the Kansas uniform, and Rock Chalk Jayhawk is excited about him. Andy Coltonecki coming back to the Kansas staff. This is an offense that likes to run the football. They want to be physical. That's how they start on offense.
Trying play action. Fires to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Finds a look. Might have a chance. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Jayhawks have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's McMillan. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Running inside, it's Edwards. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Got it in the middle. It's Edwards. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
The Jayhawks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Edwards. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
The offense has found some room on this drive, but the defense trying to stand tall on 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Marshall. That's got it. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
On the run from inside his own 5. So Missouri's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. They'll try to get the ground game going against what looks like a tough matchup for him. This backer can keep him in check. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll give it to Hardy. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Plenty of distance between them. blitz here on second down. Simmons. Pocket breaking down. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
On third down, here's Hardy. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
Well, we knew coming into this game that field position was going to be massive. They had their backs against the wall in their own opening drive, but a really nice job there on the run, third down, getting some breathing room, moving the sticks.
We welcome those of you just coming from Emery Uno. 5-4 was the final.
He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. They can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Hardy. And he'll be brought down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Third down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
3-0 our score.
Here's Simmons to throw. There's the pressure. Turns in.
Pass is intercepted.
They ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
That was a big pickoff for Kansas.
Zip on it, and you can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Taylor Davis with the interception. Kansas in business. Look at that.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Snags it and he's open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Gonna come back and get us. Yep.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought
That was a
back
big turnover there.
On the field, and they'll try it again.
All right. Sorry, I had to leave the VC. But KT got the win 5-4. That's why I was muted during that first drive. I was letting that game finish up before I commentated. Gain of 4 on the play.
That's a really
Bring
nice
up second down.
Well, it's first down. The defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little place for your running.
Haven't seen the YouTuber on today. Probably he was with family, which is probably why he didn't get to see what happened in the Comets game. KT with the win improves to 9-3. Nick, the loss, falls to 13-4 on the season.
Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. It's McMillan. And they get him down at the 43. But
that was a good catch.
The kind of explosive play you want to build on.
I'll tell you,
That was
this
a
guy
big
has to get
catch there.
touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Halfway through the first, Kansas leading 3-0. 62,621 here at Memorial Stadium in Missouri. 6-2, 6-2-1.
Built some momentum on, and now they've got him 1st and 10 outside the 40.
Missouri just having some troubles here today. Our second of our triple header. We just did our Illinois game very early this morning, or late night last night, early this morning. Pass is dropped, incomplete. I'll bring up third down for us. We got to figure out what we're going to do on third down.
The ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
Couldn't find his
run the ball here. It's been our big helper here in this deal.
Looking for a gap.
And there's a carry and only gain 4. That will be a 3-and-out. First 3-and-out for Kansas. And just kick it low because. Ooh, good.
That's where they'll put it in play.
Good punt.
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line.
3-0 our score in favor of Kansas. I'm the road team.
Setting your defense up for great field position.
That was a good punt. Got it stopped to the Missouri 7. So Missouri taking over at the 7. And they only get 2. What I've been doing is wearing out the defense for Missouri.
To the run like this, obviously, you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Later today, we'll have our final game of our triple header today. And that's only a gain of 2. Now bring up third down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't
3-0 Kansas here in the first.
5 guys are up front to get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
It's Big 12 versus SEC.
Squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
These two teams, and that's incomplete. Missouri's going to have to punt.
Obviously, when you're playing in
Austin Alexander on the coverage. Good coverage there.
QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Light rain conditions in the 60s.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go.
All right, Kansas back out there.
Able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense
and only a 1-yard gain on the play. Dylan Edwards on the carry.
They get you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like
45 rushing yards for Kansas there.
Like they've got to be able to put some
Last couple of games I've played any opponent, I've outrushed the CPU. Just taking our time. Just wasting the clock. I'm just wasting the clock so Missouri doesn't have any chances.
Now the play fake. unloads to the wide.
Pass is dropped, incomplete. That will be third down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Appreciate DJ Cruz, Asima Costa, KT Nick, and of course I was their referee, which was nice. Pass is dropped, incomplete. We have not gotten anything going. That'll be another 3 and out for Kansas. Now they have a little bit more room to punt this one.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive.
So we have not scored anything since that long opening drive.
They had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Got out of trouble, got rid.
Pass is intercepted. The one thing you didn't need to do is give Kansas good field position. The second turnover for the Tigers.
Not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
And the Jayhawks will take over at the Missouri 20. What a disaster for the Tigers. Javon McAlpine with the INT. Gonna take a break. I'm gonna go get me some ice, so we'll be back while I'm thinking about strategy. 3-0 Kansas on the World Racing Association Multimedia Network. I am back, everybody. Got my little snack with me, my granola bars. Yeah, tough loss for Nick in a 9-game series. Alright, I'm back. Left my Coke syrup in the room. Out in the kitchen. Oh, shit, no! Trying to keep it away from my charger so it didn't get all pop. Alright. Alright. Since we're back, give me a chance.
Rock out to start this drive. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in the opportunity.
2 turnovers for Missouri is not what they needed. 1st and 10 at the Missouri 20. There's a run, and it's only going to be a 2-yard gain.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
Kansas versus Missouri here in Columbia, Missouri. M-I-Z-Z-I-U became M-I-Z-Z, oh no.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
Missouri not off to a good start here today. Pass incomplete. There'll be another 3rd down for the Jayhawks.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
I feel sorry for Nick, you know. Was looking good, but, you know, KT has really done a good job this season. Passes dropped, incomplete. Now it's a field goal for the Jayhawks.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try.
And it's 6-0 Kansas.
That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
That was 2 costly mistakes for Missouri, and it's allowed Kansas on one of those drives to take advantage. And it's 6-0 Jayhawks. Can Missouri get anything going is the question.
Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find...
Pass is intercepted again! What is going on with the Tigers' offense? That's 3 in a row!
Tell you what, when you come out of your own
My goodness!
your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space. So if you punt after that point,
this is an ugly start for the Tigers.
Opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
I don't know what's going on with Missouri today, but that's 3 INTs, and we're only in the first quarter, folks. And nowhere to go for the running game as they were trying to run the ball, but the Tiger D was there to stop them. What an ugly start for Missouri's offense. Just cannot get anything going. Pass is incomplete. We got a player that's down.
After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Marshall.
And down he goes. Could not get the ball off. And another field goal opportunity for the Jayhawks. And he missed it. He missed it.
Go get that QB.
It's no good. First miss for the Jayhawks. Could not get that field goal. And now the Tigers have the ball. It's still 6-0.
Started here, down 6-0. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. You do think basketball in this rivalry, but there is football history. Gale Sayers, Todd Reese,
My goodness.
Gino era for the Jayhawks at times.
3 INTs for Missouri, trying to avoid a fourth on this drive.
With conference realignment, that this rivalry game kind of went away. I wish we saw it more often.
Yeah, and we've seen it all across college football. We get robbed of the rivalries, and then in turn, we kind of forget about them. So good to have this rivalry.
Third down for Missouri, down 6-0. We still have yet to have our first touchdown in the game for either team. Pass is incomplete. And now a 3-and-out for the Tigers, and they cannot get anything going. Kansas has not gotten anything going trying to score a touchdown.
That first was a beauty. Take another one just like it. Here's the return.
Oh, look at that.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense.
See if we can get something going.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
52 yards for him this game, early in this game.
He can run between the tackles, and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
This would be our low. Actually, that one game I did was a 7-7. That was a UTSA game. That was back on Monday. Late stages of the first quarter.
They'll run play action.
Pass is intercepted. Well, there's the first interception as Missouri just made a big help. And Kansas turns the ball over, and Missouri will have it at the 1st and 10 at the Kansas 26. That was not a good throw. To say this is a struggling start for Missouri is an understatement. Now the offense in good field position. Can they get something going?
Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Here's a give to Hardy. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Personal foul. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty is so important at the college level. The option, he'll keep it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Yeah, they threw 3 picks, dude. Yeah, they threw 3 picks in this first quarter, and that is almost a touchdown.
They almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella. I trust him. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Nope.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formation.
Could be.
It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Incomplete, but we got a flag.
Couldn't make the connection, but this flag will be against the defense.
Like we really need to have the penalty there.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. And guys, bringing the heat is what
half the distance to the goal, an automatic first down. Would have been third down if we didn't have that penalty. Touchdown.
Exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position,
first touchdown for either team. It's a 6-6 tie.
Takes advantage of great field position.
MIZZOU came alive.
Give them the lead. And he made that extra
And Missouri will take the lead 7-6.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short
That pick killed us. We got a chance to redeem ourselves.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And they make the tackle on the return. There is a penalty marker on the play, and they might be backing up a bit.
Nope, it's on Missouri, face mask.
Right on the heels of that touchdown, they give up some good field position with that face mask penalty costing them 15 yards. 1st and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. The give on the outside. Got enough for the first. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Another 15-yard penalty.
Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
Down to 40 seconds left to go in the first.
Inside, it's Edwards.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing, man.
Sets up 2nd and 4.
That looked like
Been an interesting first quarter. High five other people watching.
5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Last play of the first quarter.
Dropping back, it's Marshall. Unloads to the wideout.
Incomplete. Wait, we got a flag.
There is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. Late hit on the quarterback gives us
automatic first down.
First down and some yardage. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter.
Which would be the first quarter that will come to an end.
Looking downfield on first down.
Oh, incomplete, and that's how the first quarter is going to end.
They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He let
that was incomplete.
Couldn't make the connection.
Right now, what they're doing is disrupting Kansas's offense.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire.
First down, Kansas.
He rumbles all the way to the 5.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down.
Kansas looking for their first touchdown in this game. They've only kicked... This is like watching a Dallas Cowboys game, yeah. Oh, did a switch. Don't know if that fooled the defense or not, which they did, and almost end down at the 1.
All the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it.
Early in the second, 7-6 Missouri. Kansas already at the 1. And touchdown for the Jayhawks.
Touchdown, Jayhawks. How about this back staying on track and getting it on the option? Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count.
First touchdown for Kansas, and it's 12-7 Jayhawks in the second.
Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Well, Missouri is at home. Let's point that out.
Point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Wanted a little weather to play a factor.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Well, it's still early in this game. We're in the early stages of the second quarter.
How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
If you're saying this is a butt beating, it's only 13-7. So I don't see that being an issue. I mean, it's still early days. They're within a touchdown, so
I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
That was a good first down for the Tigers. It's going to get worse. Well, I don't know about that. They got something going. I'll give them that. Hello, everybody watching. Appreciate y'all joining us.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Tigers tempo picking it up, kind of what we expected.
Going over the top.
Pass is incomplete.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the ball.
Right as I said that, they're doing something. Yes, sir. Appreciate Dale Bush joining me. I'm still trying to get my NR situation resolved. Pass is caught. Oh, no, he dropped it. I thought he caught it, but he just didn't hang on to the ball. Probably because this light rain we're having in this game is really affecting the grip. So now it's 3rd down. Missouri really needs to get something going. And only a 5-yard gain, so that will be a 3-and-out for the Tigers.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really.
He said, "I don't want this ball anymore." What the hell? And
that is just a
good field, good job to Missouri. Missouri has only 1 takeaway to Kansas' 3.
Ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for room. It's Willis.
That was a big. Got a Jayhawk player down. Clemens appears to be injured.
It's your job as a defense. Kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
I feel bad for the marching bands that have to play in this weather.
Line getting set on 2nd down.
Like I really do. Those instruments are cold. And 1st down for the Jayhawks. Got an injured Tiger down.
Backed up and they've got a 1st down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check out an injured player. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. They'll snap it from the 25.
Kansas really doing a good job just hurting Missouri's D. And first down and more, all the way down to the 47-yard line.
49-yard line.
Yeah, way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside.
That jet sweep by the Jayhawks, and it's a first down.
That first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
It was a hip injury. Marshall 5 of 17. Yeah, I bet you with this rain playing a major factor, it's really, and like I talked about earlier, it's really making grip really bad. There's a first down and more, as Missouri just cannot find a way to stop this big run by the Jayhawks offense.
Very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Oh, yes, sirree.
First and 10 from the 34.
Wait till Kansas start making mistakes. Oh, and I was just talking about that.
Gets it back so you can file that one under. Could have been worse.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, it gets so exciting. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense.
Almost a turnover for Kansas, their second.
Second and a long way to go.
But Marshall was on top of the ball. So Kansas will retain possession.
Pressure coming across the 25. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Yeah, that was almost a curse for Kansas.
So much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Look at that. Plenty of room for number 8 just to run down the field, almost score. It's like the passing game is going to be the factor in who's going to win this one, because, and remember, Missouri will get the ball for the second half. Let me remind you about that. Because Missouri won the toss, elected to defer, so the Jayhawks got the ball to start the game.
And I think this is the part of the field where your alert should go up. Like, the radar should go up. These touch passes, like, to get to the perimeter. You've got the middle really secure with bigger bodies and more people in the box. So, nice job by this defense, seeing the ball, spit out wide to a playmaker, being ready for
Kansas,
it, get them on the ground.
What they need to not do is kick field goals. They need touchdowns. And speaking of a touchdown, there it is, a touchdown for the Jayhawks. Was just talking about the touchdown, that they need to get touchdowns. And as soon as I said that, the touchdown for Carson Brun.
Way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels. They have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Went through the pylon into the end zone for a touchdown. 114 yards, and now Kansas going to be up by 2 scores.
And he tacks on the extra point.
96 yards, a minute 28, 8 plays for the Jayhawks. This was not the start Missouri was hoping for. And both teams are on even ratings. I'd like to point that out.
To the 25, no attempt at a return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better
job. The Tigers want to get back in this game. They better do it now.
Just trying to solve the defensive riddle. Understand what they're trying
Got a flag on the play. I don't know who this is against. I think this is coming back. And it is coming back. It's a holding on Missouri. So back them up 10, or correction, back them up half the distance. So we'll repeat the first down. This has not been a good game for Missouri. 3 interceptions, now penalties becoming a problem. It's one of those games that you expected, as now it's a game. Now a gain of 6 on the play. Now second down. Missouri has got to get something going. Good news is they'll get the ball to start the second half because they won the toss, won the coin toss, elected to defer for the second half. Pass incomplete. He had the ball but just could not make the catch. 9:45 left to go in the second quarter. 20-7 Jayhawks. Tigers still struggling, trying to get something going here in a wet Memorial Stadium in Columbia. Another incompletion, and the Tigers just cannot get anything going.
You're playing this guy, no question. We're expecting big things from him this season.
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of danger.
Yeah, the Jayhawk player just slipped. And of course, remember, this turf is slick.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time?
Yeah,
walked it down.
This rain is really making us a slick turf, and that is not what Missouri needed. Another face mask to give the Jayhawks a 15-yard penalty.
They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there.
You just got to be smarter about it.
Set of downs after the penalty. Fires to the
pass is caught. Down to the Missouri 47. First down, Jayhawks.
And that's a really fun toy to have. When you can go 5 wide and use your running back, man, and make them have to cover him with a bigger body. A guy that he's faster than, but a guy that can now run routes. And you see these running backs.
Down to 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. It is 20-7 Jayhawks. They're just marching it down. Is there anything the Tigers can do to force the Jayhawks into a mistake? Well, no gain there.
And they get nothing on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Well, the Tigers have not done anything here in the second quarter. Pass is caught, and a gain of 10, but not enough for the first. Now will be third down coming up for the Jayhawks.
Coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just nowhere to go against this defense.
Oh, good stop for the Tigers.
And the Jayhawks will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback.
Big touchback for Missouri. They really need to get something going here.
They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Pass is caught.
9-yard pickup.
A gain of 10 for the Tigers here.
Right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading.
I didn't ask the YouTuber what time he was going to go live.
That's why the ball's coming out of his
hands so
quickly.
Nope, didn't get there.
Great rhythm right now.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their junior quarterback down on the field.
Missouri's quarterback's down. That's a big loss.
The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll move the tight end. They'll try to run it in with Hardy.
Barely get the first down. Trayvon Burt with the tackle. First down, Missouri.
Helping that 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Oh, there he goes. First down and more, already in the Kansas territory at the 36-yard line. A big run for the Tigers, and that's a big first down for Missouri. They needed that. Pass is caught to the running back, and they'll only get a yard.
They stop him for no gain on the play. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9.
But the Tigers need to get something going.
The play action fake.
And sack.
The will be slung down back at the 43. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
That was a big sack.
Following the sack by the D. Simmons.
That one incomplete.
Yeah, 3rd and long.
3 and out for the Tigers.
And coming after the quarterback, you try to throw the screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time
that punt's going to go out of bounds at the 15. That's where the Jayhawks will now take over.
The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they want a few downs.
Pass is caught. First down and more. Nice job. Isaiah Marshall, 160 yards so far, despite throwing a pick.
Recruiting these guys, man. Can you make the first guy miss? That's what makes a tight end go from really, really good to elite. And he does a great job breaking the tackle and then starts chewing up yards after the catch. That's exactly what you want from a great tight end.
Kansas needed that first down. Coming up to halftime here. Marching band's already coming from the stands onto the on the sidelines. Getting ready to perform halftime here in Columbia.
Looking to throw, it's Marshall.
Pass is caught. First good gain there.
Location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver. Put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
The weather playing a factor is why this game is like this.
The Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Good third down.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46.
They gotta go.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a third down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
Mm-hmm.
Sends it back in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Talked about in the Illinois Northwestern game where it was monsoon conditions. They had a lot of troubles. Excuse me. Had a lot of troubles trying to get. Oh, and he ran into his own player.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that set.
Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on second down, and now it's third down.
Gonna have the 2-minute timeout, oh, by the way.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires.
Incomplete.
Pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. And the Jayhawks line up to punt it away.
All right. This will be the 2-minute timeout.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of time left in the half.
20 minutes time of possession. 7 for Missouri. No wonder why they're struggling. Because their defense has had so much struggles. Oh, that's a fumble, but Missouri got the ball. Got a challenge.
Wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Don't think that's a fumble. I think that's a, he was down by contact.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. After getting knocked
So it'll be a loss of 2. So it's not a fumble, it's a loss of 2. Good thing they had another look at it.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play.
Need to get some points.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quarterback slides, and he's got it up for the first down. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity.
Pass is intercepted for the Jayhawks. It's the 4th INT.
On the interception.
Well, you never even dream about this kind of start if you're a quarterback. That now his 4th interception in the first half, and he's just not been able to shape this. Bad decision-making. Fundamentally, he's just been
oh, man.
He's never been able to find a rhythm, and I know this is a very talented player, but if you're the head coach at this point, you've got to consider benching this guy.
You got to figure something out if you are the Tigers. That's 4 INTs in this first half alone. I know the YouTuber will discuss about this on his post-game thoughts.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that.
Well, the good news for Kansas, that put them in a good spot to get some points before we go to the locker room. But right now, they're not going anywhere, and now bring up third down.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, and made a nice tackle.
He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down.
I know this guy is really athletic.
Timeout, Missouri.
It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to
take a timeout.
on that third down.
Let's make sure we're in the same page.
Nice job.
Disrupt the crowd.
Getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, 4th and short.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal.
And it's good.
Just drives it between
23-7 in favor of the Jayhawks.
Well, it's a good news
that turnover killed Missouri.
Paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
It's 23-7 Tigers trailing the Jayhawks.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the tackle is made on the return, but a penalty flag has flown, and I think they may be backing it up a bit. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. Throwing Simmons.
See if Simmons can get something going here, and he is sacked. Almost pick number 5.
Living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
Fires to the big fella.
Missouri's got one timeout left.
Second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Well, nice
Tigers are just needing to get some points.
About that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really
we have our halftime coming up. May go get some ice cream after this. After this quarter. We'll have our halftime, and we'll take a break and get ready to get some quick ice cream and come back for the second half of this contest.
A fairly short distance here toward the side.
I'm just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. I'm just going to take a knee and just go to the locker room.
So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime.
Not going to take a chance. So that's our score, 23-7.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Boys, so much to break down from a spirited first half between the Tigers and the Jayhawks. We figured we'd be in store for a defensive stalemate. Instead, these two teams have moved the football on the ground. Kind of a throwback game, and I'm not sure there's any need to change it up in the second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Kansas and Missouri plays out.
We'll take a break. I'm going to go get some ice cream in a minute. We'll be back here on the World Racing Association's Multimedia Network. Welcome back to Missouri,
The
Kansas.
Jayhawks will boot it away to start the second half.
All right, sorry about that. Had to go get some ice cream.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. These injuries could play a big factor, Holly. What have you got on those?
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. He will not return after an injury. He said the backup is going to have to rally here and hopes they can get off to a good start to start this second half. Keep you posted on how things are going down on the field. Nice.
That's not good.
Holly, thank you. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Looking to fire. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, here's Hardy. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs.
Oh, first down, and there he goes. Touchdown, Missouri. Big touchdown for Missouri.
And how about the big tight end doing the work for the quarterback, man? Nice, short, safe throw.
Same start as the first half in the second half for the Tigers on the board.
And this is exactly why they went from being a big target to now a guy that can make plays after the catch and make big home run plays like he did right there.
They couldn't get him. And trying to make this a 9-point lead.
What they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score.
23-14 in favor of the Tigers. Trailing the Jayhawks.
From inside his own 10. And he'll be
that was a good kick, good return.
On that return. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. This quarterback part of their running game. Picks up the first down. He's brought down, but there's a
That's got to be a face mask. That's going to be an extra. That's been the issue for the Tigers this game.
Face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Willis.
That was not a good
job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. It's Marshall.
pass is intercepted, but we got a flag on the play.
They make the stop, but this turnover will not stand as it's going to be a roughing the passer call. They cannot believe it. A great play on the interception is wiped away with the roughing the passer call. After that penalty, now they're set up inside the red zone.
Kansas got a big break.
Running the red zone, it's Willis.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. On the run, it's Willis. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it, Jesse. This offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pet him deep. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
That was not good.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That's a big one.
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Fires to the
pass is caught. Down to the 19-yard line for a Jayhawk first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Pass is intercepted. In the end zone, intercepted.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly.
And the Tigers get it back.
A little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
Jaleel Florence with the interception. It was intended for number 7, but the interception will be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line for the Tigers.
The last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through.
That's a touchdown if this is not coming back.
No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back.
And it is coming back.
That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake.
So instead of touchdown Missouri, it's now 1st and 17. Now Kansas commits a foul.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Maybe some room here.
And that's going to be on Kansas. That was a face mask I just saw there.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a
our referee doing a good job calling it both ways.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Shakes off the defender.
That will be a loss of a yard.
It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big time
26-14 Kansas with 9:20 left to go in this third quarter.
There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Pass is caught. That's a 2-yard gain, and that will bring up 3rd down.
Despite knowing that he was giving up some size. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to.
It's been a very close game between these two. Quarterback tried to hand it off, and that's going to be a face mask on Kansas. So instead of 4th down, it's an automatic 1st down for the Tigers.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands.
In a couple of weeks, 2 weeks from today, we'll have our first NFL Madden game between.
Looks as if the defense was a little too.
That's a flag on Kansas, another penalty.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you.
That's a 5-yard penalty and still 1st down.
It's now 1st and 5.
The Tigers get a free 1st down and gain of 3. Ahmad Hardy with 100 yards there. Appreciate you all joining us on this Thursday. It may not be Bucks, or it may be actually I think it's going to be Cleveland, Tampa. Touchdown, Missouri. And this game is close.
The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that. It's that killer.
2nd touchdown in this half for the Tigers, and they are within a score with the extra point coming up. Trying to make it a 5-point Kansas lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score.
Tigers had only, 7 points in that first half.
Here he comes from inside.
They've only now have outscored the Jayhawks 14-3 here in the second half.
Found as he stopped at the 18. The Kansas offense returns to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
That interception hurt Kansas.
You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinals.
8:32 left to go in the third.
Take points off the board.
Passes dropped.
I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here.
See if Kansas can get something going here, trying to extend this lead. It is only a 5-point game. It is now a gain of 3, now 3rd down for the Jayhawks.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get
This stadium is now loud now that Missouri is back in this football game.
lets it go.
Pass is almost intercepted.
What a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
That's a 3 and out for the Jayhawks. And now a chance for Missouri to catch right back up to them.
Return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catches signaled for and made. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work.
Boy, Kansas had momentum in the first half. Now they can't get anything in the second, and that's now that's going to be a penalty on them. So that's going to be 5 yards closer for the Tigers. That was a big killer.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Tigers needed something. They've had 4 turnovers. They would have been leading this game if it wasn't for the turnovers.
Defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the left side.
Here comes the run.
Didn't get much done.
Didn't get the face mask, thankfully. Now it's 3rd down for the Tigers. What a close ball game it is here in Columbia, Missouri.
From the gun, wants to pass.
Pass is nearly intercepted. Number 1 for the Tigers, the intended receiver. I don't think it was number 27 for the Jayhawks on the coverage. That was a good coverage by him.
In this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Off the play fake on first down.
Pass is intercepted. Intercepted. And the Tigers have just taken the lead. That's a pick 6 by Santana Banner to give Missouri their first lead since the first quarter.
They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire.
That was another mistake that the Jayhawks did not need. Now we're going for a 2-point conversion.
When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability.
And face mask, they're going to have to retry it.
Ahead. If he would just stop giving the football to the other team, they need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty is so important at the college level. Trying to push the lead to a field goal with this 2-point conversion attempt. They'll send the tight end in motion. Run in the red zone.
No good.
He'll be stopped short, and the 2-point try goes awry, and this lead remains at 1.
Well, if Dale Bush said this game was going to be a blowout, boy, was he proven wrong.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20.
I mean, he may be proven wrong today.
The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here.
Good thing it gives the defense a bit of rest.
Defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Talked about this all game long. Weather playing a factor here in Missouri.
Looking to pass. It's Marshall. Makes the grab. It's Pickett.
That's out of bounds.
Just a few on that completion.
Third down for the Jayhawks. Down 27-26. They were up 23-7. But the Tigers have outscored the Jayhawks, and he's sacked. And the Jayhawks' struggles on offense continues to become a problem in the second half.
3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up the first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back.
What a close game here today in Columbia, and he's short of the first. Brings up a third down.
Short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory?
Want to see if the Jayhawks don't jump. Well, I said don't jump, referring to the defense, and what happens? Missouri jumps and causes a false start. Back them up 5 yards, it will still be third down.
Third down is coming.
So third down and 7 instead of 3rd and 2. That was a big penalty that Missouri did not need. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag. And the Jayhawks' struggles on in the third quarter continues.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
Almost intercepted.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some.
That was a good coverage there on that Kansas player. Swatted the ball down. That was good coverage there, and now bring up second down. 5 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in this third. 27-26 Missouri. In a game that the Jayhawks had a 23-7 lead slip away. Pass is incomplete. I don't know where he was throwing that to. Maybe to Goldilocks house, but that's besides the point. I know OU Texas will be on Labor Day weekend. We got a flag on the play. It looks like this is on Kansas. Trying to force the false start, and unfortunately the Kansas Jayhawks continuing to cause penalties, which has been the problem. Every time I play a team, it's always the penalties that's killing us.
From the gun, wants to pass.
And it's incomplete. Good stop for the Jayhawks.
That's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants. Use those wide receivers.
Can they make this field goal? It's going to be tricky with the rain.
Elite coverage. Great job being glued.
And no is the answer.
When he catches the football, I've got to immediately.
So no good. Missouri has missed a field goal. Kansas has already missed a field goal. And it's still 27-26 Tigers.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. These guys just took a punch. Now we'll see if they can do maybe a crease. Good pick up there as he gets the first.
So back to what you were doing if you're the Jayhawks.
You ain't getting by all these guys.
Only down by 1.
Unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting.
Kansas still trailing 27-26.
Does a great job finding the hole, exploding. How about that nice big
gain of 2 on the play.
Let's call that one again.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there. Just getting what he can get. Right, puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find spots.
Marshall. Pass is caught, but a flag. That looks like a face mask on Missouri. Butler made the catch, but that is going to be a 15-yard penalty for the Tigers.
Face mask penalty cost the defense.
Got an injury timeout. Instead of third down, it will be first down for the Jayhawks.
Comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The run inside. It's Willis.
And only a yard there.
In his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Looking left.
And that's intercepted.
And that's his 4th of the day. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into half.
Kansas can't get anything going. That's just the nature of this quarter.
And this defense has completely changed in the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Last time they hit it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory.
Now Kansas just can't get anything going. First half, they were great. Second half, they've only scored, what, 3 points and haven't scored since.
Looking to fire.
But they are still in it, though. Let's bear that in mind.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open.
Marshall's thrown for 4 picks here today.
The lead, if it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that.
First down, Tigers.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down.
Been a tough game here tonight, or today, rather.
7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. Now on 2nd down.
Don't know what was said at half, but the Tigers have outscored Kansas 20-3.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near?
Finding some room.
That's going to be another 15 yards.
Let's see what the call is. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hardy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Off play action. He wants it all.
Pass is caught. Touchdown, Missouri. Jayhawks are just not performing like they did in the first half, and it's a 7-point lead for the Tigers.
We need to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page,
wide open.
having a guy that can go
Cannot
when the ball
let
is
that
moving,
happen.
He's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Hopefully Air Force will bounce back from a tough lost by 23 last week. And it's an 8-point Tiger lead.
Touchdown drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. On the move from inside his 5. And he's going to be
That's a face mask.
But there is a penalty flag on
35-yard line. Yep, this is going to be at midfield.
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets
Should have been a 15-yard penalty.
looking for space.
If the Jayhawks want to get back into this conversation,
Gets it up to the 44.
this running game's got to get something going. Nearing the end of the third quarter.
Hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Marshall. That's caught. It's McMillan. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I love when my quarterback
That's Andre, who just got home from work.
Where to go with the football, sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
That's going to be another face mask. This will put them in the Missouri territory.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside.
Another face mask.
To stop it, there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense.
That's a big... These penalties are killing Missouri. Both teams have had troubles. Kansas, who let a 23-7 lead slip away. Missouri allowing Kansas to get penalties, for goodness sakes.
Back to pass.
And that's blocked and incomplete.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive. And I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this pass...
Oh, and that's not what Kansas needed. They were trying to run the ball, but for whatever reason, the quarterback nearly caused a fumble.
That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You've got to do a better job of ball skills.
And they will now get a field goal. Don't know what the quarterback was doing. Was going to run the football, but he's like, no, I need to run into the Missouri Tigers so we can lose the game. That's what he was doing.
That I can trust this guy.
So it's 34-29 as we're nearing the end of the third quarter, an eventful third quarter, where Kansas had a 26-7 lead slip away, which is pleasing everyone but the Jayhawk fans.
He'll do it himself.
Oh, and it's a fumble, and the Jayhawks got it! Another mistake by Missouri!
Sometimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel
another mistake that Missouri cannot ill afford, and the Jayhawks have a chance to capitalize. Are you kidding me?
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Now they find
a costly mistake, and the Jayhawks have a chance. My goodness. Missouri can't believe it. Missouri cannot believe it. The crowd cannot believe it. The Jayhawks now have something going on.
Pocket breaking down. There he goes. Remember, down where you start the slide, he'll be short of the
and that is how the third quarter is going to end. What an eventful third quarter.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers.
Oh, I need that.
the scoreboard on their side, but so too is
Yeah, let me
time
finish
as
up
we
the
open
stream,
fourth.
KT, and I'll call you back, bud. My goodness.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play.
Sorry, I had to take care of something.
They'll try to bully their way for the first.
And it is almost to the one for a first down for Kansas.
I love the play call by the offense here running
Now,
the ball.
what was
Score is
Dale
what it
saying
is right
about
now.
this
You don't
game
have
was going to be a
you don't have to throw
blowout?
it every
Boy,
single
were you
play.
proven
You don't have
wrong,
to go
mate.
tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Run, touchdown, Kansas.
They've got the lead.
And back in the lead go the Jayhawks to take the lead.
Football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go.
What a game here in Missouri.
Point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
Wow. And now they have a chance to go for two here in Missouri. This has been a crazy game, but the two-pointer is no good.
They can't get the two-point conversion, and they're still up by one here in the fourth.
Wow. What a game we're having here in Missouri.
And he takes this from inside.
You guys are missing out on a classic.
They'll corral him and get him down.
This is actually the fewest points so far in this game.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Got it behind the line. It's Hardy. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can.
All right, hold on. Let me talk to KT, and I'm just gonna go mute it. So.
That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Right on the money. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle, it's Lee.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. That's reeled in. It's Harris. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And with that penalty, the offense is backed up, still second down. Looking to fire. Going to try to get it himself. At the 35, he's got room. And he slides down and gets just enough to move those chains. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Off the play fake. Going to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Here's a give to Hardy. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. On the ground, it's Hardy. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Hardy again. And he'll be brought down. 3rd and 4. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Keeps it on first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Leaves it with the back. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. The give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
And the offense will accept the penalty and move the ball forward. And that just drives you crazy as an offense to get down there, get that 1st and goal, and you got to back up and make it a little harder. Rushes on him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they hope that false start penalty doesn't come back to haunt them. 2nd and goal again. Wideout trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Trying to bull his way in. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The Tigers are back on top.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Going for two here to try to make the lead 7. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. Running inside, it's Edwards. Makes a pass to Marker. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Using his legs, it's Edwards. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
They've got him looking one, but they're going to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Edwards.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They'll run play action. He'll try to do it himself. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got enough for the first. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. The Jayhawks with the response. Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the return man is brought down, but there is a penalty flag on the play, and if I were a betting man, and sometimes I am, I'd say they're going to throw it in reverse. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. Looking for a crease. It's Roberts. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll run it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Going to the running game. Got a little grass. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Missouri wants to go fast.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. Running inside. It's Roberts. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll move the tight end. In the red area, it's Roberts. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Tigers are back on top.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Marshall. Keeps it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
He's going to run it. Finds a crease at the 20. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Tigers sideline, I am keeping my eye on what's going on with their field goal kicker right now. They do have a little bit of a lead, but in this opportunity, can they rely on the guy that's already missed here in this game? Coach could go for it, but I do see him talking to the kicker, trying to gain some confidence, make sure that he's ready to go if they do call his number. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Tight end now in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Roberts. Got enough for the first. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. This time he wants to throw. Complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. I'm sure they've got some great plays drawn up if they could ever run any of them without a penalty. 1st and 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The play action fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He lost one down the sideline. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. So the quarterback stood in there and took that hit, and it pays off with a roughing the passer penalty and a 1st down. On the ground, it's Roberts. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The run inside. It's Roberts. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. They finally get him stopped. So dangerous after the catch, but his defense might get a little help from the officials here. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Boy, at this stage of the game, when every snap and every yard counts, that penalty is costly. It's 3rd and long. Zings it complete to the right. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good to decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the Kansas sideline. I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Marshall. Finds his big tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads it left. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Give to the single back. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. And the Jayhawks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawks.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. Trying to pick up a first down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Going for the marker on the ground. Could be an alley. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Going to the run, it's Roberts. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option. The Tigers are back on top.
And he punches it in the end zone, and man, oh man, has this running back been impressive. Just the amounts of licks he's taken and just kept moving forward. Like, they made no bones about it, Palmer. They were going to run the football, and they did. They gave it to him over and over again. The defense knew it was coming, and he still performed.
It's incredible. The head coach called him into his office earlier in the week, and he said, look, we are going to force feed you the football. You have to carry this for us on our way to victory. And he was glad to accept that challenge. He did it today, David. He took a beating. He is going to need the ice tub. He's going to need cryotherapy. He's going to need a good stretch, and he needs some sleep. But, man, did he ever deliver for his offense and his team.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw. It's Marshall. Got a man. It's McMillan. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's McMillan. And he's brought down after a nice gain. I'm sure these guys on offense dreamed of this situation. Big stage, time winding down, desperately needing a score. Well, now they can make those dreams reality. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Jayhawks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll pull it down and run. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you. A sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Across the 35. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? Fires on the move. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. On fourth down, trying to find his man. That's it! A sack to end it as they finish off this one in style. These two old rivals don't clash as often as they once did, but now bragging rights will belong to Mizzou. Until next time. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rome, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.